hotties. Oh, it's funny. You finna walk away. Oh, you finna walk away. You ain't got nothing to say now. Like it's not. You ain't got nothing to say. Stop doing this. Stop walking. Stop doing this. Stop trying me. Stop doing this goofy stuff. Crazy. I'm pregnant. I'm finna forget you.
All right, CO, start the show.
What up, the CO Show podcast. I'm your host, CO, and today is Monday because we all sitting here. Some people looking beautiful.
Yeah.
Per use.
And some not so beautiful.
Per use.
Get out my seat. Get out my seat.
So, you are
right.
going to receive shade for the next
It's all right. We were just too powerful over here for them. GG, that's all. They had to separate
They had to split the femininity.
Yes. It's all right.
Trinity
No, I split it up. I just wanted to feel how it would go.
It's okay.
AKA, he was sick of your shit, Julio.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Keep it real, but his breath be saying it's all right.
You are crazy, man.
Oh, fuck.
I got your back, brother.
You see why when you take it light on her, you shouldn't? Because this is what she gives you.
This is what happens when Gigi takes a nap in the car. 10-minute power nap.
So, first of all, I'm not beautiful anymore, and my breath stinks.
You are beautiful.
You should have came with the alcohol.
I was going to say, what you forgot was you drank. That's what you forgot.
You know what? I won't forget that shit next week. Coming in this bitch on one.
Oh, man.
I need y'all to help me in here.
How was y'all weekend, man? Keep it quick, though. You got to get down to
Eventful.
business today.
Busy.
Yeah.
Pray for your girl.
Almost choked
Amen.
the shit out of my son.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Well, then. Speaking of.
Almost choked the shit out of my son.
Which one? The oldest one? The little one? What do
The
you do?
little one more than the oldest one.
It's always been small.
Taking them shopping is fucking a headache.
Grocery or
No,
like clothes?
fucking clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
because
my
they
God.
think you sell dope.
What?
Well, nah,
Yeah.
that ain't-
Y'all hit the outlet?
Burlington first, and then we got an outlet by the house.
Yeah.
So Burlington had limited stuff in his size for what we needed. We needed him to have like at least like a polo shirt and something like that for dinner on the cruise.
Oh, okay.
And couldn't find a lot of outfits. So I was like, hey, you want to go to the guest store and get something? Because he likes some of the guest stuff. Nah, my nigga, we finna go to Walmart get these basketball shorts. Okay, fuck it. Got his other outfit out of Walmart. Hey, I ain't finna ask you to spend more money.
I know that.
Are there wardrobe restrictions to going to dinner on a boat?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
What are those? Because I'm not in the know. I've never been on a boat.
One, guys have to wear pants. You can't wear shorts. You damn sure can't wear basketball shorts.
Okay.
So you got to wear like a polo shirt and like jeans or something like that. Unless it's a real dress up night, then you got to wear like suit type
Slacks.
shit. Yeah.
So they
slacks.
just won't accept you. It's not like you can just jump ship and go to a store.
You got to go to the buffet.
Damn.
Oh shit.
That's why you got to go if you're not dressed correctly.
Well,
Yeah.
interesting.
That's where I want to be from the beginning anyway.
Yeah.
Buffet.
Nah, because
Go to Corral
in the-
on land. Go to Corral
They
on
don't
the
serve
cruise.
steak and lobster at the buffet. I like eating lobster, so I'm
I
gonna
know
wear
that's
some
right.
pants.
Say
Yeah.
I'm where the steak at. Say I'm where the lobster.
Steak and lobster.
Is that all inclusive? Is that extra?
It's pretty all inclusive. Not a lot of the ships are starting to add specialty restaurants, which is a little upcharge, but trust me, it's nothing none of us want to pay for.
Got it.
Mm.
Very cool.
It's not bad.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, for
on
real.
a cruise.
Goals.
That's
Family
grown.
goals.
They going on a cruise.
Right.
That's
Family
grown
goals.
vacation.
They going shopping to go on a cruise.
Come back with a baby Julio.
Not at all, ma'am. That shit ain't in the plans.
No, why not? What if it happens?
I guess it just happened to be
Yeah,
God's
I
will.
know
I
that's
love it.
right.
Yeah.
It'd be
Do
the
that.
immaculate conception.
Okay.
You know what would prevent that though?
Condoms?
Yeah.
Groceries.
Oh,
We're gonna check out on aisle 9. Whatever,
Everyone,
man.
you feel
It's
right
all-
into that one.
It's all good. Anyway, we're gonna get down to business today. Enough about Julio. Julio and his family are going on a beautiful vacation on a cruise.
invite us next time, buddy.
Super
Man,
dope.
y'all invited all the time.
Hey man,
yeah, you ain't
who's
gonna stop me.
paying?
Word up. That's the question of the.
Y'all gonna pay for your own shit now.
Okay, we don't want to get into it like some of the people in our first story. Megan Thee Stallion and her record label. What is it? 1501.
Now I know why he wanted you to sit next to him.
I didn't even think about it. If I would have known that, I would have put her back over there if I'd have known I was going to do that. But yeah, Megan Thee Stallion is going through it right now with her record label. She is suing them, and she put out an album recently. What is the name of it?
Isn't it called Something for the Hotties?
For the Hotties.
For
She said-
the Hotties.
Two
And then she
E's.
said it's from the archives.
So her label is suing her.
Damn.
I didn't quite understand it though because it said they were suing her because of the songs
Yes.
Yeah, she
were
owed them.
new or were not
They
new?
were old songs.
They were
Yeah.
old songs. So they're not counting it as an album
Yes.
because there's a bunch of old ass songs.
But
How
Don't
do,
try
so
to-
how do they know that?
album.
because they probably put her in the studio to make them.
Yep.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
honest.
Yep.
Megan had something to say on Twitter, as she always does
Ooh, go on,
when
sis.
people get to her. She says, "Let me go. LOL. First, the man over my label said I don't make him any money. Now he countersuing, trying to keep me on his label because he wants to make more money. LOL. If I ain't making you no money, why not just drop me? My lawyers asked him for an expense report, quotations, money 1501 supposedly has spent on me. Why this grown-ass man put his jewelry and chains on there? Lord, free me from this joke-ass
Just
label,
like the
greedy-ass men."
Crazy.
But that's how they be fucking them
I
budgets
was
up though.
literally about to say every artist I feel like has gone through this.
Yeah.
That's kind of
single
well, not
one.
everyone, but a lot of them, definitely, the
Yes.
majority of them. You get into something because you're coming off the street. Like this is the part where it gets tricky, and I don't know the ins and outs of her
Yeah.
deal. What it sounds like to me is she's pretty locked into an ironclad deal.
How
Like,
long typically are those deals?
It depends on how desperate you are to get on.
So does it go by a yearly basis or does
Some
it
of
go
them-
by
Brandy
you give
was
us
locked in-
make this
Brandy
amount of
was
money?
locked in a deal, but it was an old deal from back in the day. It was about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Like she
Wow.
literally, it didn't. You could put out an album a year. You could
Yeah.
put out none a year. Like you weren't getting out of this deal for
Yeah.
10 years,
Wow.
which kind of stunted her growth in her career. And she's an amazing singer. But Meg, I don't know the ins and out of Meg's contract. I do know that it seems that they have the rights to her. I think one of the things that one of the issues she may be running into is she signed with some people she no longer gets along with, which kind of is like having a baby with somebody.
Yeah.
And you don't really know them.
Right.
And then you got to co-parent with them.
Right.
Like it sounds like that. Like she's in a situation where she has to do business with them. I think once it was shown that she has a real talent,
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Rock Nation took interest in her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The problem with those things is all it does is add people hands in the
mix.
pot
Yeah.
when you gotta split the money.
Oh,
Because first you were splitting the money with 1501. You add Rock Nation, now you gotta split the money with 1501 and Rock
wow.
Nation.
Yes.
The more people you add,
So she
that manage you,
can add that without like dissolving the contract with
no.
it. Oh, okay.
But that's the reason a lot of this really happening. It's really happening. Like she can't. I don't know. I think she's a little misguided a lot of time when she talks, and she speaks emotionally.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
Like you feel like them niggas ain't doing nothing for you. I want out.
Well.
the sorry side of this and the unlucky part of this is you kind of signed a deal, and I don't know how long you signed the deal for. But I do know that when you sign a deal with someone initially, they kind of own you. And it seems like they probably own her, which is probably why they're suing her. And Rock Nation has gotten into this lawsuit because they're trying to go around them and do business with her, which I'm pretty shocked at Jay-Z because Jay-Z's not a bad businessman.
Businessman,
Like he
yeah.
doesn't do bad
I
business.
agree.
So he must have thought he had a way around it. I don't know. Maybe they went to him and said, look, I could see him going to her
thought it was
label
separate.
and say, hey, let me buy her out of her deal. And I think that that's what initially happened. And they were like, no,
I thought
that's
it
not
was
happening.
more so like they was like helping her with her branding deals. Like that's why she's getting all these crazy brands, and we haven't heard the music because 1501 is like
That's
over
part of the
Megan,
loophole in the
artist,
contract then.
But
and then Rock Nation's over like her partnership.
they're
But
like
that's
management
where it
company.
gets tricky
I
because
was like, damn.
if 1501 saw her and said, ooh, she's a superstar, I don't think 1501 is stupid enough to just sign her to a record deal. I think they probably sign her to anything you do, we're going to get some of that. Like a percentage
sucks.
of that. That is where she probably effed up in the whole situation. And it's one thing to say Meg now because she's such a big star and
Yes.
she got all these deals.
Yes.
The problem was, it's like you can't forget who invested
Where
in you
you
when you
started
first
from.
started.
Yeah.
You can't ignore what a person did. And
Yeah.
depending on what kind of deal you sign, I don't know why you keep putting it on social media because they can't do anything for you.
Not at
like
all.
Future had this same issue, and not to take it on forever, but Future had the same issue with Rocco. Everybody knows Rocco from back in the day, going steady.
Yes.
Ill
My
nigga. He signed Future to a deal, and it was basically, I don't know if it's called a 360 deal, but he basically gets a percentage of everything he does. So Future got on and decided, I ain't paying that nigga. At some point, he decided, I'm not paying him. So Rocco said, okay, we boys, but I'm gonna let the lawyers handle it. I think from what I heard, Rocco walked away with in the end like $15 million of futures money. So that's a hell of an investment. I think that the Meg thing will get hashed out eventually. I think there's plenty of money on the table. I think that she probably needs to put her big girl panties on and handle it like a professional. And I'm not dissolving them of any wrongdoing. And you could say, oh, she signed a bad deal. But young people, when you sign these contracts, I don't give a fuck what the public tells you or the people in the comments tell you. They can't get you out of it.
Yeah.
They can't. Like, you signed the deal. You got to roll with it. I don't care. Like, one of the biggest things is, like, a lot of times when people have artists and the artists get really big, record labels, bigger companies will give you money, like a deal.
Yeah, a buyout.
Because no, not a buyout. They'll give you a deal because you have these artists. So she may be super valuable, and let's say they get one more Megan Thee Stallion. A bigger company like Universal or somebody will give them $50, $100 million. They could give Meg $1 million of that 100 if they feel like it. That's just how life goes. That's how the record deal goes. That's how that's how Baby and Lil Wayne got into their shit. Because Baby owns
Wayne.
He basically owns Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj. So he got $100 million, and Lil Wayne's like, my nigga, where my bread at? I deserve a part of that.
Absolutely.
Because Wayne they basically have a 50-50 deal, and we're gonna keep going on about that. But prayers to Megan Thee Stallion and her people. Prayers to her record label. I hope they get their shit together.
I'm glad she finessed the game, though. She gave them albums. He might be mad they old songs, but
that's not gonna work.
But I wonder if it's a yearly thing or if it's a, hey, you got to give us 6 albums. And
I don't know that people are still doing yearly contracts. They're probably doing albums.
Yeah, which is why she just threw them some shit, you know?
I think that if she turned that in, it's probably in her contract. If she turned that in and it's not deemed as a real album because it's old music, she gonna have to do that again.
But we're in. Well, again, you don't know the
we don't know
the details, right, of the contract. But if it doesn't say that I can't give you older music, who's to say? You know, there's music out right now. Yeah,
that's what I heard. Certain artists did. Like they hurried up and
they sat on music for a minute. They didn't like it, and then they brought it back.
Or
and it was
they bust down albums. Like I only 5 albums, so I bust down 5 albums. Now I'm out of it, and now I can make some more money.
Here it goes. You still got to submit it for approval. You don't have approval
because the record label owns the rights.
He's
to
probably being a dick too, though.
But,
absolutely.
But why would I stop myself from making money off the albums? If the music's not there, you're not putting that shit out on my thing, or it just doesn't count against one of your albums. You can do it if you want.
I think initially
it's like a double-edged sword.
It is.
They wanted her to do music, and she really didn't want to do music. Like I think she had an album she wanted to put out, or music she wanted to put out. I don't know if it was an album. I think it was songs she wanted to put out at one time. And she was going back and forth, and she sued them, and she actually won. Like, she won the ability to be able to put out a song. That was one time. And I think that they've been going back and forth about it. I think they were trying to get a handle on, okay, if I own something and that something decides they go somewhere else and sign with somebody else too and make money, yeah, I'm going to put a halt on that. Like, hold up. We got to figure out what's going on over here because there's money being made and I'm not getting my cut. So I can see it from that end. I just can't. It's like, you ain't doing no business over here until I figure out what's going on.
Right.
And it may take it's ugly, so it may take a while to filter through. But I think that they'll eventually walk away with whatever they need to walk away with. But
I hope so.
That's a lot of the reason Jay Prince got into it, because the guy, Carl, whatever his name is, felt like they were like Rock Nation was trying to like basically take advantage of him and bully him.
That's
to get her
Evelyn's
away.
old boo.
Yeah, domestic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not domestic.
But yeah, that's where people like
domestical.
That's where people like Nipsey come in that waited.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like you own me. We partners in this.
Yes.
Because he ain't put out but one album. And the rest of that was mixtapes.
Yep.
And they didn't own him.
They didn't.
So that's where you got to have at this time and day. I don't see how people get locked into these deals because there's so much information on people who got fucked over in the years.
Right.
Yeah, but it's difficult to take someone. If you were on a college, I don't know what Meg was doing when they
Right.
I don't know if she was a college
probably couldn't
student.
afford an attorney or
She
something
was
like
in
that.
high school. If you're coming from the street and you really don't have a lot, and someone says, "Hey, I believe in you. I'll give you some money You just signed
It's hard
on
to
me.
turn that down. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
when the light's about to get turned
Absolutely.
on.
Because I
you
thought her
can't-
mom was helping with her management at one point before
Yeah.
she passed.
You can't
Oh, wow.
foresee the future.
I think it's more to it.
You
Yeah.
can't, you can't, but you got to bet on yourself like Master P. He bet on himself, and look
Yeah.
what it did. Because
But-
he was like, if they give me $1 million, what am I really worth?
But P, I will say this about
Yeah.
P because I was listening to P back then. P knocked on those doors for a really long time
Yeah.
before he ever
Sure.
got
You're
on.
Very true.
He learned a lot in getting turned down, which led him to say, I'm not taking $1 million. If you give me $1 million, you got some more money.
Yeah.
I get all that. But P, I think if P would have got signed initially when he first started knocking on doors,
It wouldn't be the same.
he probably would have got jugged too. Like, that just is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Man.
You live and you learn. Shit,
Yeah.
this will be a learning lesson. She'll come out of this a bigger and better
I'm
ball.
glad she's sharing it though. People need to know, especially artists.
Yeah, but you making
to
the
know
other.
those things.
You got to go into a room and argue with these people. You want them to come in there some kind of like on your side. Still
Yeah.
want their money, but kind of
Right.
willing to let you out
Right,
the
right,
deal.
right.
Yes.
You
She
can
needs
make-
a publicist. She needs somebody to shut her up for just, there's a time and place for everything.
And Lord,
Twitter's
fuck
not it
off
sometimes.
social media.
Yeah, Twitter's not it sometimes.
I'm just saying.
Enough about that. Coming up, we have a young Asian queen we got to talk about, and she is a queen. I have to give her her flowers. Coming up,
We don't know anything
Nah.
ever.
So basically, a young lady, she's a teenager. She gifted her husband a Lamborghini for being supportive during her pregnancy.
Ooh, that's unique.
I seen that one.
Did you all get it? Did you get a gift during your wife's pregnancy? And did you give a gift during your pregnancy?
Yeah, my son. daughters.
I got my
There goes lineage.
Sounds like no.
I got my son in sleepless nights. That's what I got.
Cute.
Okay.
I think it's cute, especially if it's our first. Like, I'm giving
Thank
you a
you,
baby, and then it's like, here, baby, I'm giving you another baby for our family.
First of all, it's a fucking
That's
teenager.
dope.
She's a teenager, bro. She come from different money. That's a
Yeah,
different ball
and when
game.
you got
Yeah,
it,
they try
that's
to talk down on the little.
No, I'm not talking down. It's not
I
talking
know.
down. You asked what I gave them, and
You
I'm
said
telling
the
you,
gift is the child.
You
lineage.
didn't give me excess information.
I gave you lineage. Your last name will continue on.
But if
You're
you had it like
fucking
that, sis,
welcome.
when the CO Show podcast blow up and we're millionaires, maybe your next future pregnancy and your next future marriage, would you gift him?
Sure, there's no
Alevo.
limit. Absolutely. Why
See,
not?
that's what I'm saying. It's lit.
If I can get a fucking McLaren, I might knock her up tonight. Shit.
You hear that, sis?
This
We won't do groceries. But
What
he
car would
fucking-
you
Right,
want?
right.
What car? So he wants a McLaren. What car would you want, CO? What's your push gift?
I don't really want a car because I feel like they might take it back, man.
Oh, hell.
Oh, nah, nigga, say my name. Nah, this ain't going away.
That's awful. I don't. The whole
That's
take
hilarious.
backsies with the gift giving. Don't give it to me, then, man.
Yeah, don't
That's
be-
so
what's it called?
lame. That's lame.
That's
Yeah, it
traitor.
is.
That's trash.
Indian giver.
I've had that happen to me
Tomatoes,
before.
tomatoes,
Yeah.
tomatoes.
I've definitely had that happen to me before. I was like,
a gift give.
a gift that was taken back. It was like, and it was sneakers, and it was a really a pair of sneakers that I liked a lot. I was like, my nigga, do you think I'm not getting these? things?
Right. I'm going to get these tomorrow.
Like, I just don't. I guess for me, I'm not thinking in that direction.
Yeah,
if I
neither
left
am I.
somebody like my nigga, I'm not taking
No.
anything back.
Yeah, what blows me is
Unless it's like 20, 30,000, 50,000.
Did you leave them at her place or how?
Yeah, I did.
That's
'cause I was about to say, my nigga, I ain't bringing them back to you. That,
know that.
that ain't gonna happen.
Say that.
No, I left them. I was over there a lot, so I left them. I had cash there, and some clothes. So when I went to pick my stuff up, all my stuff was outside, and the cash was even
that
short.
happened to me before.
The cash
Goddamn.
was even short. And my boy was like, my nigga, what the fuck did you break up with her while you was before you got your shit out first?
Actually,
Oh my
I
god.
learned my
that's
lesson the
terrible.
hard way.
I guess I wasn't thinking that way. I was like,
Yeah,
my nigga,
I
like,
don't think
I
that way
wouldn't hold
either.
your shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
yeah.
you broke up with me,
Yeah.
I'd just be like, okay. Like, I may be hurt,
That's
but I'm
the
not
point.
going to hold your stuff
But
that I got you.
It's
But-
even
yes,
more
that's the point.
cornier, if that's the word, when you swap your personal items and something that I gave you is in the box. It's like, why would you give me back my gift? That's whack.
That's corny, but
That's
I'll take
corny
it.
as fuck.
I'll take it and
actually.
give it to my
But
new nigga.
Thank you for being ungrateful. You
ain't
son of a
on that
bitch.
shit.
Shit, he ain't gonna know. They don't never know.
How these shits get scuffs on them?
That's a damn shame.
It's fresh out the box. I forgot about these.
If we ever swap gifts, look at the bottom.
I want a gift receipt,
Make
Gigi.
sure it's original.
I want a gift receipt
Boy,
with the date on
You're
it.
the only person who would have to get something new. We may get some remix shit. Some she bought from somebody before they showed
No,
up.
Gigi got a lot of best friends.
I do.
She do. She made it a point to let me know that.
Yes, I do. And I love you, Tiffany. You're my best friend.
A lot of best.
She does. She has a lot of best friends.
I do. I'm popular. Like,
Shout out
sue
to
me.
you, man. Prayers to Young Thug, his baby mom. Her
Yes.
name
That was
is
horrible and
Lascivia
fucking-
Super sad.
Jackson.
Man. Super sad.
She was shot and killed at Metro Fun Center Bowling Alley on Metropolitan Parkway in Atlanta. For those of you who don't know and never been to Atlanta or on Metropolitan Parkway,
It's the hood.
it's the hood.
Yeah.
It's not a great place to go.
Wow.
I've been there once, and the person who took me, I said, "Don't ever bring me back here again." It used to be run and shoot. It was a 24-hour
Y'all basketball thing.
Yeah,
no
it was a
pun
24-hour
intended.
gym. And
Oh,
Sorry.
damn.
and at some point around the time, right after I moved here, they switched it to like one side is for kids, play place, and the other side is a bowling alley. It's just not. It's one of those things like she's his baby mom's,
Yeah.
and even though he's moved on, he has a new woman. I'm pretty sure people know who
She's
she
still a target.
is
People watching
Yeah,
because
still a
he's
target.
he's from close
Yeah.
to that area.
Yeah, you from here.
If I can't reach him, I will get to you, and that's going to reach him.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
And I'm just sitting here thinking like, bro, like a bowling ball,
Yeah.
and it has to be more than that.
He apparently was
I'm
up.
sorry.
So there was a fight inside apparently, and he left. And from what I read, it was just 20 minutes that he had only left the door for 20 minutes. So he was waiting outside.
Yeah.
And then when she walked out, he shot her.
Yeah.
And the best friend was there with her, called her mom.
And her
her
mom.
mom said that she could hear her baby in the background. And then her friend was like, she's not breathing anymore.
Yeah. To
Heartbreaking.
hear
my
your
God.
child
Yeah.
screaming
Heartbreaking.
and then no longer.
How old
breathing.
is their child? They share.
I don't know. I just know the young lady that died is 31. I don't know the age. Of
Yeah, so I'm assuming 6 or 7 years old at the most.
Either way,
yeah.
it's horrible
Very,
because
very
now
awful.
a child doesn't have a parent.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now
Very
he's
traumatic.
forced to raise that child by himself. There's no more
Very
co-parents. And then this person lost their child. The mother,
Yeah.
the mother lost their child.
And they know exactly who it is. Obviously, the hood talks, but they know exactly who it is. I don't know if I believe he's been caught already, but yeah, terrible.
it couldn't be nothing worth shooting.
No,
Fuck it.
nothing the fuck at all.
It's not worth
Like
it.
not at all.
On to a crazy young lady
No.
of the Bronx. Her name is
Oh,
Valerie Rosario. Don't ever trust a girl named Valerie. I'm telling you, some bad will come from that. I'm just.
I
telling
want to
you.
know your Valerie story. Valerie gives me old woman.
Valdez.
That's why I didn't hear
Valdez.
she was 21. I was like, who
Valerie,
names their
yeah.
child Valerie? At
Valerie's giving
21
me
years ago.
older woman cheating on my
That's
husband.
an 80s name for real.
Yeah.
Valerie's cute though. She was on. She was luring men she met on Instagram to her apartment and then
Oh,
kidnapping
that
and
one.
torturing them.
Yeah.
Tuesday, they basically arrested her for allegedly luring a man with a fake romantic date from Instagram. She kidnapped, she tortured him, and demanded a $100,000 ransom from his brother.
And this is why you should not meet people online.
Or at
God.
least
That
don't
ain't
go-
all the way true.
Don't
that's
go to
what
their-
I'm talking about.
Don't go to their spot.
I met a couple boyfriends on IG.
Yeah, but it's hard to
man.
tell a man when he found a chick that he finds attractive. She's like, "Hey, come through."
It's kind of hard.
Most men are going through.
They're
It's
going
hard.
to come through.
You gotta do the test that I would do back in the day.
What's the test?
You gotta Google their phone number.
I know that's right.
What does that do?
Oh, trust me, I'll tell you later.
What does that do?
I remember meeting a girl one time on a dating app years ago, and she was really, really like trying to get to my crib, and I was like, it was kind of odd, but it was basically dating app, so it was like, girls come to your crib. It ain't that odd.
Because they're on 1,000 public
Yeah.
places we can meet.
no, not
No,
dating
they
apps.
come
Oh,
over.
that dating
and they
app.
wanna,
Got it.
yeah.
No,
Go
all
app.
dating
They
apps.
want to Netflix and
Fuck.
Yeah. No, but at that time, and I remember I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through with it. So I get in the car, and I'm heading up the street, and something says, just Google her. Like, figure out get some information. Just Google her.
do your due diligence.
And I turn on to Peachtree Street, and I'm close to where she lives, and I Googled her number. What pops up?
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Support.
The same pictures that she had on the dating app, she had on a escort app. I did a U-turn in the middle of the fucking street. I was like, oh no. I'm like, what was she gonna
Google.
do?
What, like she's a prostitute?
Yes.
So I'm sorry. How is it any different if you're meeting someone on an app and you're gonna go sleep with them? And
Because he wasn't going to pay for it.
escort.
That's the difference.
But did she ask you for that? Maybe she just wanted to fuck you for free.
Ma'am, if you're on a escort site, and
But that's not where you met her.
But they're the same exact pictures. And for me, I
Do you
felt
understand what I'm saying?
I get
yeah,
what
but
you're
when
saying, but
someone is really persistent in
Like-
trying to get to your house, it kind of was a red flag for me, which led me to.
But you were on your
Googling.
way to hers, no?
I was going to pick her up.
oh, she was trying to set you up for robbery.
See?
shit.
Okay, so
And for
that,
me-
so you left that part out though. You said you were
I didn't
you were
know.
leaving.
That's what it is.
I don't know.
She set him up
Yeah.
for robbery.
I don't know. And for me, I wasn't going to find out. I did a U-turn in the middle of the street. I'm like,
And you told her where you stay?
huh?
You told her where you stay?
I can't remember.
He probably gave her that
blocked
general
her.
area.
Damn.
I would never give somebody like my apartment number, but I'll tell you.
But if you give them, if you give a motherfucker the building, they gonna know whether you got it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, man! It was you. You really should just Google people, man. Like
Definitely.
and he
dangerous.
may have done that and found nothing wrong with the young lady. And I don't know what would make her do that. What would make a woman do that? Did she have a bad?
Somebody's done
experience?
that to her.
Trauma, I would assume.
Yeah,
I don't know. She
somebody's
looks.
done
I
that to
don't
her.
remember what she looks like, but I would assume. I don't know.
They probably
Or maybe
didn't
she's
kidnap
gotten.
her.
I was gonna
this
say
is her.
perhaps she's gotten away with it quite a bit, and she got some money in her
finesse.
pocket. Yeah, it's a finesse,
finesse.
quick and quick, then and done. You
She
know.
probably run with a
Is it? How did she get
group of
caught? Did
people.
he escape? Was he scared? Like how did that happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. It said
He snitched. He found a
probably
snitch.
snitched.
Yeah, where the other ones probably didn't snitch.
Right.
They were
They
was
scared
probably
shitless.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that
She
ain't
wasn't.
snitching.
She wasn't by herself. I mean, you telling us a snitch,
it
but
said when
you.
the victim
It was
arrived,
it.
2 additional men.
Yeah,
with weapons
okay,
there you
waited
go.
for him,
There you
knocking
go.
him out.
Damn.
The
that's
3 then allegedly
Yeah.
undressed the man, placed him in the apartment's bathtub, coated him with flammable substance, which while torturing him.
Yeah.
By burning
They've done this
sparks
before.
in
This
their
isn't
head
something that you just do.
That's
Yeah.
no joke.
Yeah,
Imagine being in that
they've done this
position.
before, and they probably scared the other ones shitless, and they're not. You know.
Yeah. They
So,
not playing around. They
Yeah,
playing no games.
absolutely. So, unfortunately, that's just the kind of shit that happens.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Have you ever trapped anybody, Gigi?
Me, myself
Yeah.
personally,
No.
I don't have to. They just want to stay.
Have you ever? Okay. Have you ever? So when I say trap, I mean you're not interested, but you still go to dinner.
Oh, so
Yeah,
Just to
in
eat.
a public setting. I won't, like, remember I was even share with you, girl, as homegirls. You
Right,
know, we
right.
be talking, I be like, girl, why do he keep wanting Netflix?
Right, right,
Why
right,
is this
right,
man
right.
pressed on coming over
But
my
see,
house?
that's why
He got me nervous.
That's why I won't even go past the half of step of even allowing us to go out. Not only is
Okay.
it public, but
Okay.
then that gives you the impression, and I am so guilty of misleading when
Yeah.
and I'm just being nice.
For
you know what I'm
dinner.
saying?
I
Yeah,
get
no,
what you're saying.
and that's the thing. I don't even accept a dinner date. I'll oh yeah, me and a group of people are going bowling. Yeah, I mean if you want to come, you can come.
that is
or
so
you get what I'm
mature.
saying?
You
That
trying
is
to fill
so
him out.
mature view. Because I'm taking the dinner date.
Not only am I trying to fill him out, but I guess to let you know this is a strictly we are friends kind of thing. But me being nice, us enjoying ourselves, having great conversation, that doesn't mean that we are we're in sync. I get that so.
Girl, you better
fucking
tell him
much.
that over that candlelight dinner. Like, by the way, Jermaine.
No, and that
I
shit
just want to be friends,
Oh,
you know?
Listen, let me tell you.
But thanks for the steak market.
girl, bye. You can have a whole romantic dinner.
Thank you,
And
Jake
be
from
very,
State
very
Farm.
transparent, and they don't give a fuck. Somebody that's persistent.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
We know.
I don't know if persistence
We
is
know,
spelled on my
but
forehead, but
that's when you hit the
persistent, they
block.
don't give up about none of that shit.
Girl, I will block in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I
they
ain't got that
they
much
show up to
energy,
your
bro.
job. They do okay.
That's that weird shit. That's when you got to get the feds involved.
They'll do anything. But
I
nigga
ain't
that's
showing up
persistent
to
is
your
persistent.
job, especially man.
that's happened
not
to me,
being funny.
absolutely.
Your job
That's
because no, you don't want to
Absolutely
see
happened
me
to me.
at your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, hell,
It's absolutely
or any
happened to me.
or any other job for that matter of fact. Nobody.
Have you
wants-
ever been trapped before?
Not really trapped. I had a female that said she was going to do something to herself. It was a weird situation.
I've heard that. That's sick.
Like literally
sick.
came over to my house and like said if I let her go home, she was going to hurt herself. Like I had to call her parents. Like it was
Yeah, that's
a weird.
a lot. I hope you didn't see her again after that.
I had to drop her off. Like, my partner came and got my car, and
Okay.
I took her car, dropped that shit off, and looked at her people like, here you go, and fucking
I know
walked
that's
off.
Isn't
right.
that that's gaslight? Isn't that the definition of gaslighting? That's gaslighting,
Yes.
right?
It
For
was
sure.
crazy,
That's
'cause
Or
my-
if you going to end things, I'm going to end my life. Like, nah,
That's
don't play like
crazy.
that.
we weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, and she couldn't get to that part. I already
Oh, my
caught you.
goodness.
I caught you lying on dumb shit.
Oh yeah, you got some
Oh,
other things mentally
yeah.
going on, baby girl. We don't need to do this any further.
Yeah, it
Not at all.
was crazy, bro. I tried to take her, like, when initially trying to take her home. This broad jumped out the car when I'm backing it up. What the fuck
Oh,
are you
Jesus.
doing, ma'am?
Why?
I have no fucking idea. I
Damn.
didn't promise her, like, I love you, none of this stuff.
See, that's crazy.
So,
See, a part of me would I guess, and then see here I go misleading. A part of me would want to know like why, so I can help. And maybe
Oh, hell no.
no, because if it's not me, then somebody else is gonna give up on you. Somebody else is gonna give up on you. You get what I'm saying?
Ooh,
That's a cry for
projects.
help. That's a cry for help.
It is.
And I can't fix everybody, but I would not pry more, but maybe come up with another solution other than, hey, I'm gonna drop you off at your parents'
I
house.
think
You know
that
what I'm
depends
saying?
on timing
Like-
and how long you've known somebody.
I
But when
talked
it's
to her
fresh
for
like
like
that,
3 hours,
I'm
my
not
nigga.
signing
Yeah.
up to a project.
I signed up.
No, I dig it, but some
I
people-
love you, and I'm gonna pray for
But
you.
you also
I
have to
ain't signed
realize,
up for
Gigi, that sometimes you are a blessing to someone, even
that
if it's
too.
5 days in their life.
Yeah.
Even if it's 3 months in their life, 3 hours.
Facts.
Like that conversation changed my life or changed my perspective or whatever it is.
But just also know you have that choice, because sometimes when we are extra nice, it's that other way. Again, like they'll
Yes.
take it out of context and then they get develop the
Lord.
whole relationship. And no, I was just checking on you.
Has anyone
Rob
ever built a
Kardashian.
relationship with you in their own head and thought they were with you?
I'm quite sure
Yeah.
for you they have.
It's
Yeah.
sick.
And a lot of it is from like commenting on Facebook.
Yes.
Is that crazy?
Or just
Like,
having
oh
a
man, she
conversation-
showed me, like, oh, Gigi, da-da. Boy, I said that to everyone.
Right.
I spread love to
Man, oh,
everybody.
man.
He ain't used to
Unbelievable.
attention. They ain't used to
Heart
attention
emoji,
Big.
everybody.
from a
Not
pretty
heart
girl.
emoji, everybody.
Everybody. I love everyone.
Everybody.
They ain't used to
You're my best
attention
friend.
from
You're my
pretty
best
girls.
friend. You're my best friend.
You're my best friend. You're my best friend. You asshole.
All right.
Being mean. Stephanie being mean now.
So,
I love you.
I think on that note, we can go ahead and end this show right now. All right.
Get a man. You get a man. You get a man.
Gigi, let them know where they can find you at, please.
Well, you can follow me at JIGI_DNIRO, baby. I won't bite, and I definitely won't trap that ass.
But she gonna leave a heart emoji for you and you and you and you.
and you.
And she'll accept cash apps.
Oh, here you see.
I am finished.
We was doing good.
Right.
No, we wasn't. We got shitted on from the jump.
My
We were doing
Lord. All
good.
right, guys. This is why they can.
All right, man.
Anyways, you can follow me on Instagram at Tiffany Feliciano. That's TIFFANY FELICIANO. And the group or our podcast Instagram at The CO Show Podcast.
And you can find me at JULIOATL_. Again, that's JULIOATL_. Good Lord.
You do this quite a bit. I think
do.
you need to have it spelled on the table.
Nah, because I'm not the type that just say my IG all day. Some people so used
Practice.
to saying it. Yeah. And then you can find the man at the THE.co.show. Once again, THE.co.show. That's it for us. Peace.
Gang, gang.